There's no rest to shut it down. Working for it, get your money up. Believe it on God. I do it for all of my people now. Put that on everything that I love.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. And off we go from Denver. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay awake back there in every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Franklin. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
It's a gain of 11. That's another.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete. Second and 10.
He was defended by Tuli Tuipulotu.
Throwing Nix. Now he's going to step up and run. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Nix going to give to Hardy. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now it's Nix. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. R.J. Harvey, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Riley now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he is just absolutely marvelous to watch throw a football. That's something I could do all day long, watch him throw routes versus air. But he's even more impressive when their body's on the field, and he's creating with big throws downfield.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
A run once more with Hampton. Gets past one man. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
9 yards. And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Herbert. Open man right side. That's McConkey.
A 7-yard gain. And the Chargers.
On first down, it's Hampton. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. To the left side, he's got McConkey. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line.
15 yards on the play. That's another Chargers first down.
Herbert. He'll dump this off to Hampton, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Ball at the 26, second and 7. Now it's Herbert. Gets it to Meredith, complete. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Herbert going to give to Hampton. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They snap it to Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal.
First and goal, Los Angeles.
They'll run here with Edwards. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Second and goal from inside the 5. Hampton. We'll get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is third and goal. Herbert now. And he's got it. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on fourth and goal from the 1. And the Bronco defense comes up big. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Here's Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Returnable here for Davis. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
It's a gain of 18. And the Chargers.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
He sets to fire deep, and that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun is Nix. That is caught. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Broncos first down.
The door for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Nix looking to throw again.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Oh, that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. They'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Davis now to return it. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start it out with a run by Hampton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 54 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Coming in he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back to Hampton on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
At the 44-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. On the jet sweep, it's McConkey. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 46-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Completes this one to Meredith. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Herbert off of play action. A swing pass here to Edwards. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Herbert with it looking to pass. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
7 yards to go.
Here's Herbert. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack it back at the 36. Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Denver's offense ready to go again. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Off the play fake. Nix. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
16-yard line.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now it's Nix. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. This offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. To throw, here's Nix. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Chargers will take over here just shy of the 30.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. From the 31, here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Herbert's pass.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to 4th. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Here's Rattler. Setting up a screen for Harvey. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Herbert, quick pass out wide. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
And this one finds McConkey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A gain of 32 that time.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. That one caught. It's Meredith. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Herbert back to the air. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Now a 2nd and 10. Herbert. That's to Omarion Hampton out of the backfield. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Herbert now. He'll try and do this himself. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Well, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. The loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Rattler. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To the air is Rattler. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Rattler wants to throw it. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Franklin. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
That's another Broncos first down.
And his kick here is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
At their own 23-yard line.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join it. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cummins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Herbert. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken at the 23. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Yeah, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Broncos.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Rattler. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Rattler going to look to throw again. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they're seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
At the 34-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Chargers.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that'll be incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
He gets it complete to Harris. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 36. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll work inside here, Hampton. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Broncos' 33-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's over the middle, taken in by Harris. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
A gain of 14.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Give here to Hampton. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Chargers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
1st and goal, Chargers.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Ladd McConkey, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
A 10-play drive that time. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Oh, able to avoid him. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Denver's offense now set to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do this thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
Trying to run for it. Here's Harvey. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Chargers offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. Herbert off of play action. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 29. And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Herbert. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He was covered by Patrick Surtain.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Trying to run for it with Hampton. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
And the Chargers first down.
On the give, this is Hampton. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. Here's Herbert. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here. At home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Rattler. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. And that will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
A swing pass here to Edwards. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice short tackle.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a give, right side. Cummins. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Now the 19-yard line.
A give for Edwards running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they'll always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rain.
This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. Your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
50-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, here's Rattler. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. 3rd and 3.
It's a pickup of 13. Leads to 3rd.
Throwing Nix. Throw left side complete. That's Harvey. Yeah, they'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And the Broncos first down.
To throw is Nix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice, long, soaking hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Nix to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. 32 yards. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Broncos 17.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. Ooh, the juke. The Chargers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Herbert now. It's brought in by Harris. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So the Broncos coming out now. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Clark Phillips has got it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know they're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. This one finds McConkey. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. That one caught. It's Meredith. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Edwards. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
So that, not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
So the Broncos now down by 16, 65 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 2nd and 6 coming up.
4 yards on the pickup.
Here's Nix. He finds his man, complete. That's Pearson. Here's 1st down.
Broncos, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45.
And they'll get up and spike it right at 40 seconds to go. A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10. That's taken in by Franklin. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And the Broncos, 1st down.
Now he'll spike it here with 20 seconds to go on the clock. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
On the
A big play looming on third down. Nix to the air. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. They're going. It's Nix. He'll try to do it himself. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one. And this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start.